Welcome to FX Street. Today we're going to be talking about Chainlink catching a breath before rallying towards $22. But before we dive deep into the technicals, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at FX Street Crypto to be updated on the hottest trends in the cryptocurrency markets. Zooming in a little bit on the daily price action in Chainlink, you can see a very solid winning streak here with time to time a little bit of a breather in the price action, which is quite logic. If I look a little bit on the breakthrough from $15, we're already at 17% gains, and that could easily be all the way up to almost 48% of gains, simply because of the reason that the positive tailwinds that are currently in the markets are that big, and that you see as well translated in the price action, a very solid price action, but from time to time a bit of a correction. And that's the reason why the relative strength index is not that steep. That's first thing. And secondly, why it has not breached yet in the overbought area. So it would be good to see the next coming day, for example, to see a bit of a pause, possibly a fade back towards $16.58, and from there, then try to pierce through all the way up towards, let's see, first of all, the monthly R1 here, around $20 would be very interesting, which would then be a good level to jump from going forward in the next beginning a new month towards here, which is the 200-day simple moving average. Why am I looking specifically at that 200-day moving average? Mainly because of the fact that if you look at it, it has been a bit of an indicator on where to go to next. If we zoom out a little bit further, then you will see, here you go. Here you go, for example, came in, here's a little bit of choppiness. Once it failed to stay above, we traded below, here again, failed to stay above, then below, we pierced through it, stayed above, then it got a bit choppy here, but as you can see, all in all, the wicks of the candle are piercing through the 200-day moving average, but it's a close which is the most important one. So a daily close will be important to see going forward. So for now, as this room is open, the 200-day moving average can be reached, showing solid gains, but as from there it will be so a break above will be very risky to trade. So for now, best to sit and wait for those nice entry levels, which are currently going at hand, or either wait for a bit of a pullback all the way up to $15, $16 if we trade against this trend line together with the 55 simple moving average. By then, trading a bit upwards as well. That would be a nice entry level as well. If you missed the boat at the moment or you don't dare to go in long, then wait a little bit until we get there before we then ramp up all the way up to $22. Risk to the downside, of course, if price would fall back with the support in 55 and it does not hold, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements here, around $15 of support. If all those 4 would break, then it will be a very big move to the downside all the way back to $11.42, which will of course erase almost all of the gains occurred this year. So very important to see all 4 elements being respected, showing support, and if all 4 break, then expect another leg lower. For example, with several still geopolitical risks at hand, economic data, for example, running higher. If inflation would run higher, either in the Eurozone or in America and the United States, for example, then the Fed or the European Central Bank might be forced to hike rates in very volatile, uncertain times, which will hurt economic sentiment, for example, and then might be sparking a recession at hand. And that, of course, will be a big negative impact and a big tail risk going forward, causing a lot of headwinds. But for now, things look a bit brighter, as I am telling you. So for the moment, look to the upside with a nice solid rally, and once we can pop above $20 here, then we can start looking for an uptrend towards $22 with the 200-day simple moving average as price cap. That's it for Chainlink. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter at FXTweetCrypto.